Hello, my name is Enrique Ledesma, but for ease, you can call me Rick. Rick is a lot easier to remember than Enrique. I am presently living in Berrien Springs, Michigan. I've been living here for approximately 4 years, and so far we have enjoyed our stay here. My wife was asked to be a keynote speaker in Istanbul, Turkey. We were excited about it. We were traveling to Turkey. But I was suffering from these little minor headaches. What I call minor headaches, because they would come and they would be pretty sharp, and I would kind of shake my head around, and then they would go away, and they would last maybe 5 to 7 minutes, and they were pretty sharp, and then it would just go away. And I said to my wife, we're going to be taking a long flight. Maybe I should go visit the doctor. Maybe he could give me some aspirin or something to help me go, make it through the airplane flight and not have too many of these headaches. So I went to the University Medical Center, right on the campus of Andrews University, and met with Dr. Riker's PA. And I told her exactly what I told you. Had these interesting headaches, and my wife and I were going to Istanbul. First of all, should I go? And second of all, is there something that can be done? And then she looked at me with this gaze, and she said, "You know what? What are you doing in the next 20 minutes?" And she's, in her computer, typing away. She says, "I have just scheduled you to get a CT scan at Lakeland." I said, "Really?" That was the weirdest thing for me. I was like, wait a minute. Lakeland is about 25 minutes away, and you're saying, I got to be there within 20 minutes. So I went out to the waiting room, saw my wife, and said, "Hun, the doctor wants me to go to Lakeland to get a CT scan." I said, "No problem." And she said, "Okay, let's hop in the car." And while we were driving there, I said, "The doctor also wants a neck x-ray." And my wife says, "At the same time?" I said, "Yeah, after the CT scan, I will get the neck x-ray." Arrived there, it seemed like they were waiting for me. I laid down, I had my CT scan. When I got up, there was a wonderful nurse who grabbed my hand and says, "Here, I'm here to show you where to go to get your neck x-ray." Got my neck x-ray, they took me away. But in the interim, the University Medical Center had contacted my wife saying, "Mrs. Ledesma, we kind of found out what was wrong with your husband. We see that he has a mass in his brain, a 7-centimeter mass." And my wife asked, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, he has something in his brain that's not supposed to be there. And we're going to have to be aggressive and remove it and come up with a plan." And then everything, the communication that went between the University Medical Center, Lakeland Hospital, my doctors, my surgeon, it was like clockwork. Dr. Sikorsky was my neurosurgeon, and he made me feel very comfortable, and explained exactly what he was doing. Just made me feel at ease. He told us the plan, how he's going to go in and try to resect the tumor and get it out if he can. Couldn't make any promises until he was in. So the shocker came when they, I guess after a few days after surgery, the doctor came in to see me and said, "I'm sad to say, Rick, we were only able to remove a portion of the tumor." And I said, "The tumor is still in me?" He says, "Yeah, we were able to resect approximately 60% of it." At that point, my heart just died. And I said, "Oh my God, I'm not going to be around." And I said, "What does that mean, doctor?" And he says, "Well, with GBM, with what you have, the standard, I guess, in the industry, or the standard lifespan for somebody who has that aggressive tumor is 2 to 15 months. Again, all the emotions again. I'm a dad. Who's going to take care of my family? How, I've worked all my life. I've done all these things. And no matter what you do to prepare, it's never enough." But I remember being groggy, and I said, "Well, all right, now the tumor, I still have the tumor. My prognosis is not good. It's terminal. What do we do now?" And he looked at me and he says, "We're going to fight like hell." Went home. Again, clockwork. We got phone calls. "Okay, this is your next step. We have appointments set up with Peter Lai, who will put you through the steps for the radiation therapy." Who put me in touch with Edmund Poloyan. What a great group of people. That whole oncology department They care. When we go for the follow-up visits, it's like a family reunion. They're just as excited to see me as I am them. Because they know what the prognosis is and the likelihood of them seeing me again. So it's a big celebration when we get together. So I absolutely, just excellent care. My family and I were a part of Livestrong because my father had passed away from cancer, several years back. So we used to, wear the yellow bracelet and whatnot. And we were like, very big supporters of the Livestrong program. And then my wife had found out that there was, a Livestrong program with the local YMCA. I was like, great. I'm willing to try anything. Let's. And they were basically getting my mind and my body back to some type of normalcy. Because after a surgery like this, he removes a part of your brain, So you lose things that you would never even think about. A simple thing of standing up from this chair was a major task. Balance, walking in a straight line, hard to do. And I remember one of the first few things, the Livestrong program, because you hear it's in the YMCA, so you think of a lot of exercise. No, it's simple stuff. Well, it's tough to do when you have no balance, but they teach you balance. Now these participants in the Livestrong program found out that I'm part-time helping at this farmer's market. Now they come over and they come visit me at the farmer's market. And things like that give you purpose. And that's the whole thing, to have purpose. And Livestrong gave me purpose. I commend them for what they do. And I'll strongly recommend that to anyone who's coming out of surgery.